From a shy student in a small town to confidently speaking English in a busy city, this is my journey, and it can be yours too. Hi, I'm Sam. I am here to share my story with you. My story is about learning English. I want to help you learn English too. I lived in a small, quiet town. My town was nice, but there was no English school there. I wanted to learn English. I wanted to speak with many people. I wanted to understand English movies and books. So, I made a big plan. I decided to move to a big city. The city was very big with many people. I felt a little scared at first. I did not know many people in the city. But I wanted to learn. I found a small English school. The school was very nice. The people there were friendly. I went to this school every day. I met my teacher. Her name was Anna. She was a very kind and funny person. She spoke English slowly, so I could understand her words. In my class, there were other students. They came from many different countries. We all wanted to learn English. We spoke a little English together. We helped each other every day. We laughed and talked a lot. Our teacher, Anna, always told us, "Speak English every day. Do not worry about mistakes." She said, "English is for speaking. It is for people to talk. You do not need to study grammar rules all the time." We played many games in class. We told short stories. We listened to fun music. We talked in English every day. We did not use big, heavy grammar books. We did not study hard rules. We used English like it was a real language, a living language. Slowly, I started to speak more and more. I felt very happy. I understood English better. I made new friends in the city. I was not scared anymore. The city, my school, and my teacher helped me a lot. I also helped myself by using English every day. I spoke English, I listened to English, and I smiled because I was learning. I grew in English. This was my first big step. One day, I found a job. I started to work in a cafe. I was a waiter. My teacher, Anna, said, "This is a very good job for English practice." She was so right. I started to speak with many customers every day. At first, I was a little shy. But soon I felt good. I spoke with many people. My teacher told us about a special way to practice speaking. It is called shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to someone speak English, and you try to repeat exactly what they say. You copy their sound. You copy their mouth movement. You try to speak like them. I tried this. I opened a video on my phone. A man was speaking slowly. I listened, then I repeated after him. I tried to speak just like him. I did this for 10 minutes every morning. This simple method helped me a lot. My pronunciation became better. I spoke slower and clearer. I opened my mouth more when I spoke. I did not feel shy anymore. I used this shadowing before I went to work. It made me feel ready to speak English with many customers. I learned many new words like napkin, tray, and bill just by using them at work, not by memorizing a list. My teacher was right. Using words in real life is the best way to learn. Another very good way to practice speaking is thinking aloud. This means you speak to yourself. You say your thoughts out loud in English. I did this when I walked home. I looked at a shop. I said, "This is a shop. It sells clothes. I like the blue shirt." Then I saw a woman with a small dog. I said, "The dog is small. It is white. The woman is walking the dog." I spoke quietly. I did not care if people looked at me. I felt like I was talking to myself. This helped me practice English when no one else was around. I could speak anytime. I did not need anyone else. When I was at home, I looked at my room and said, "This is my room. It is small. I have a bed. I have a table. I have one window." I spoke slowly and clearly. I thought in English and spoke my thoughts out loud. This practice made my English feel more natural. I did not need to think for a long time before speaking. I just spoke. I also practiced with my friends. In class, our teacher made us speak in pairs. My friend Leo and I talked. We asked simple questions. "Where do you live, Leo? What do you eat for breakfast?" We answered in full sentences. We spoke slowly and helped each other. This was real speaking practice. It was easy and not stressful. You can do this every day. Speak with friends, speak alone, speak online. Speak in your head, speak aloud. Speak every day. Speak without fear. When you want to speak well, you must speak often. Many students, like me, worry about making mistakes. I did not like it when I said something wrong. But my teacher told me something important. Mistakes are normal. Everybody makes them. She said, "Even I make mistakes when I speak Spanish." This helped me a lot. One day at the cafe, a man asked me something. I did not understand it at first. I felt a little afraid to ask again. But I remembered my teacher's words. I said, "Can you repeat, please?" He smiled and spoke slowly again. Then I understood. I said, yes, one coffee with milk." He said, "Thank you." I felt happy. I made a small mistake, but I still understood him, and he understood me. I learned that day, mistakes are okay. My roommate, who is also learning English, told me, "I make mistakes every day, but I do not care. If people understand me, I am happy." I liked her attitude. I started to think like her. Mistakes are part of the process. They are not bad. They are like teachers. They show you what you need to practice more. If you speak, you will make mistakes. But you will also learn. You will improve. Do not be afraid to speak. Just speak. If you say something wrong, it is okay. Next time, you will say it better. My teacher also said that I do not need to study grammar rules all the time. She said I only need to read and listen to English. This made me feel very good. I started to read easy English stories every day. I read one page and I understood most of the words. Some sentences were new, but I did not stop. I read again. Then I read the same page out loud. I did not study grammar, but I saw how sentences were made. I saw how words went together. I saw the right order of words. For example, I read, "He is working in the cafe," and "He works at the cafe." I did not open a grammar book. I just noticed the difference. Is working is for now. Works is for every day. I learned by looking and reading. I learned grammar without pain. To learn new words, I also read and listened a lot. If you want to remember a new word, you must meet it again and again. The more you see or hear the word, the faster you will remember it. I read many books. The new words came back to me in different stories. I watched videos and listened to podcasts. I heard the same words in many different situations. This was very helpful. I also wrote new words in a small notebook. I wrote their meaning. Then I made one sentence for each word, using the word in my own life. This helped my brain connect the word to something real. When you want to learn grammar, read books, listen to stories, speak with people. You do not need to remember all the rules. You only need to use the language. Grammar will come. My teacher told us about one of her old students named Marco. Marco did not speak much English when he came to England. He was shy, but he loved music. So, Marco started to listen to English songs every day. He listened for 30 minutes on the bus, at home, and during his breaks. Sometimes he did not understand many words. But he did not stop. After some time, he understood more. After 3 months, he started to speak much better. The music helped him a lot. You can do the same. You can listen to music, to podcasts, to audiobooks. Listen every day. You do not need to understand everything at first. Just keep listening. It will help your brain. Choose what you enjoy. If you like football, listen to football podcasts. If you like cooking, watch cooking videos in English. When you like the topic, you listen more. And when you listen more, you learn more. Start with easy things. Listen and read at the same time. This helps your brain understand faster. Websites like newsinlevels.com have news in easy English with audio. The Little Prince website has stories with sound. These places are great for practice. Listening for 30 minutes every day can change your English. How do you know if you are learning? How do you know your level? I found a website that helps. It is a vocabulary test. It tells you how many English words you know. I took the test. It said I knew 2,100 words. That meant I was at level 3. I felt so happy. I did not know my English was this good. My friend Leo also took the test. He knew 1,900 words. We shared our results. Our teacher said this test is very useful. It shows you where you are in your learning. It helps you learn more. She said, take the test again after 1 month. Then you can see real progress. If you do the test every week, you will not see big changes. She also said, The best way to learn more words is to read a lot and listen to English. Some students learn 100 new words in 1 month. Some learn 300. It depends on how much you use English. Even if you learn 50 new words in a month, that is good. Every word is important. Step by step you will grow. This test helped me stay motivated. I saw my progress. I knew I was learning new things every month. I decided to read English stories every day. I use my dictionary for new words. I write the new words and make sentences. Learning English is like building a house. Every new word is one brick. Every new sentence is one step. This test shows you how strong your house is. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. If Sam's journey gave you good ideas, hit that like button, subscribe to White Eagle for more real-world English learning strategies, and share your own language learning breakthroughs in the comments below.